Let's talk about soul contracts because I keep on hearing about soul contracts. A lot of people don't even know what a soul contract is. Each and every one of us is born with a soul contract. Whoever you've met this lifetime, it could be 10 people, it could be 15 people. It could be, actually, it's all the people you met in your lifetime. You have a soul contract with your mom and dad. You have a soul contract with your children. You have a soul contract. Like, you signed the contract with your creator that, yes, I'm going to go back to the world and I'm going to do this with these people. But when you come to this world, you forget, and that's why it becomes a test, you know? Now, a soulmate romantic contract you also have with your lover or your person you like. And if they don't abide by the soulmate contract, that contract has a certain amount of time, 6 to 12 weeks, maybe even a couple of years, you know? Yeah, depending on what you signed, you know, before you came to this planet Earth, you know? So if your person didn't follow the soul contract, then God had to pull the soul contract apart and send you another soul contract because he already knew, you know, but the soul remembers, right? The soul, especially when you meet your soulmate, the soul starts remembering you from past lives, or you start dreaming about that person for a reason. You know, nobody's doing any magic on you because, like, how a lot of guys think, if they have a dream about a girl over and over again, they think, oh, she's might doing some voodoo or some magic on him. No, you dream about that girl or that guy's because they're put in your dream by divine to show you that, okay, that's your person and you're supposed to connect with them. And if you don't connect, then that soul contract is torn apart by divine. It has a certain amount of time. I'm getting between 6 to 12 weeks, you know? And sometimes people just like to hold the soul contract because they love the person so much, you know, that they can't even let go of the soul contract. You know what I mean? And then sometimes God will test you, like, do you really like this person? You know, and then he'll test you. But then what happens is people just can't wait too long, and then they just be like, okay, forget it. I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this anymore. That's why twin flame relationships are the most hardest to be in, because it's like a Tom and Jerry, you know. They run after you, you run after them, they run after you, you run after them. It's like a back and forth bullshit, you know. So I got tired of, I told God, I don't want to meet any of my twin flames anymore. I don't care what lifetime they're from, since I've been born 77 lifetimes. I want you to send me my high level soulmate. And they did send me a high level soulmate. After Ranja, they actually sent me a high level soulmate. But he refused the contract. And after that, I got a really famous person's high level soulmate. He was my high level soulmate after that one. And it was a guy from Norway, you know. And he was supposed to be my high level soulmate, you know, but he didn't follow the contract. So, and after that, I just told God, you know what, I'm tired. I'm tired, Jesus. Don't send me anybody for a while. I just need a break, and I don't really want to be like looking. He's like, well, that's your assignment. You know, your assignment is to be with somebody to do my purpose. I'm like, so now what? And he goes, well, that's how it works. You sign these contracts. You got to obey by them, young lady. And I'm like, oh, God. And he goes, you know, people have free will. Don't be mad at them. If they didn't want to follow the assignment, then they didn't want to follow the assignment, you know? That's okay. I'll send you somebody else from a different lifetime that you know. So he kept on doing that, you know. One contract would finish, and then the next one would start, but not right away, you know. Like, one contract would finish, the next one would come in, and then if that wouldn't work, and then next one. And you're, like, I'm talking to you, that this happened to you, and I'm sure it did. But you're supposed to show people unconditional love, you know, and maybe you did show people unconditional love, But when they realized it was unconditional love, it was too late because you had gone already because they didn't follow the contract and they start to hear lies about you. And sometimes that happens when people listen to other people. Don't listen to people, but nobody listen to your heart. You know? Why didn't you listen to your heart when your heart was talking to you, you know? No, but you wanted to hear your family members, you know, and you want to hear your siblings, you want to hear your coworkers, and you want to hear everybody else, but you fail to listen to your heart. Why do we fail to listen to our heart? What does your heart want, you know? What does your heart want? Think about that tonight. What does your heart sincerely want? And if somebody walked away from you, why are you hating them when you could not follow the assignment? Why are you hating them? Why? You should be upset with yourself because you didn't want to follow the assignment. You were listening to other people when you should have listened to your heart. That was your lesson. Now, next time when you find a good woman or a good man, listen to your heart, because if that person has gone out of your life, that's okay. You're going to get somebody else from a different lifetime, and that person will be your soulmate. We have many, many soulmates, guys. A lot of people think we only have one soulmate. No, we have many soulmates from many different lifetimes. We're born so many times, you know? So if you have lost that person who has not been in your lifetime because you fucked up, or maybe you didn't fuck up and then maybe they fucked up and they don't want to be in your life because they had free will, don't hate them for that. God's going to send you another soulmate from a different lifetime. That's all I got to say. Quit hating, surrender, pray, and tell God what you want, and He shall provide it for you. But you got to do it with a clean heart. You can't do it with a mean heart, you know what I mean? Or an angry heart, or a heart that's, you know, resentful, you know? I mean, it's just things didn't work out because maybe you messed up or they're messed up. You know, nobody's perfect, you know? But God don't want you to take them back because that contract is finished and it's going to cause a lot of problems if you take them back, because it's going to be a lot of drama from the past. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So He wants you to just continue working on yourself and then surrender to the universe, and God should send you another soul contract from another different lifetime, and that will be your soulmate. That's all I gotta say tonight, guys. I hope you understand this video, because I'm so tired of explaining these things and then people have been taunting and, you know, doing crazy shit like that.